Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this time I just wanted to let you know what I did today. This morning when I woke up and how I made $1,000 just from selling some option contracts, and I'll just show you what I did with that. So basically that's what I'm going to title this video, because I mean that's what happened. It's not clickbait or anything. So first of all, let's run through these, and I'll kind of tell you what I did and what my thought process was, and then what I would have done differently now that I've kind of had time to digest it. So I went ahead and I bought, so basically what I did, what my strategy was, is I don't sell naked options or anything like that because I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time, and it's just, that's a lot more risky than anything else. So what my strategy was is selling a covered call. So basically I sold covered call options on TRX, ticker symbol TRX, and ticker symbol NAK, and they were covered. So I bought 1,600 shares of TRX and 1,100 shares of NAK, and every contract is 100 shares, so it allowed me to sell 16 contracts with expiration date October 15th and a $1 strike price for TRX. And the premium that I got paid out was let's see here. Okay, here's the premium. So the premium was $640. I think I could have waited a little bit more because now it's worth more or whatever. So I mean, but just, I know that's just what I did. And then I sold 11 contracts, so 11 call options on NAK on a $1 strike price also, and I got around $460. So I netted literally $1,000 on the day. So then I went ahead and bought $640 worth of NCLH, and just as a long hold or whatever. And then I'm gonna pocket the other almost $500 that are left. And if we go to my balances, let's see, how can I do this? Maybe see cost basis. I don't know. I'm doing this on unrealized. No. Unsettled. Nope. That's not what it. That's not what I'm trying to do. So as you can see, I have 509 left in cash, and then 140 left for trading. So those haven't settled yet. And I'm really trying to see why this says $960. So I'm gonna hop on Robinhood on my, or I can just hop on Robinhood on here and see the options better, just because of the UI, the interface. So trade options, and I sold a covered call for October 15th, and I did 16 shares. Okay, so the price of the call option actually went up. So yeah, I could have waited a little bit and made a little bit, well, a lot more money, about $300 more, but it doesn't really matter, just because you do get the money up front. And it's, if the person that bought the contracts decides to exercise at $1, I would still be making profit. So my cost basis was around like 82 cents on average, right? if you take the 80 cents for TRX and then the 84 cents, well, let's just do this separately. So 81 cents cost basis, and then times 1,600 shares. So that was the price of what I paid. But if they executed at $1, that's how many dollars I would get, because that's how many shares I have for $1. So minus 1,300. So I would still pocket another $300. And for NAK, it's gonna be around maybe 150, I believe, because I have 1,100, right? And then so if I did 1,100 shares times $1, minus like 950, so it is 150. So 150 plus the 300, so I can still pocket around $500 if these people execute their contracts. So I would essentially be pocketing the 650 and then the 460 plus the 450. So my net gain would be like around 1,000, 1,500, 1,600 here or there, just using loose figures. And that was all just in the span of maybe, I want to say, like, I don't know, like 5 minutes, dude. Not even 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, I made $1,000. And I could have made more if I would have waited, but that's experience, right? That's just, I guess, a learning thing, right? So the thing was that I didn't want to wait, because if you look at the overall market, right, the overall market was going down. Just ignore my portfolio, because my portfolio is being weird. So it's kind of a red day, right? For most of the sectors, or for most of the market. So I didn't want to keep waiting on TRX and NAK to do my call, because I didn't want the price to keep going up, right? I figured that it was doing the opposite of what the market was doing. So that was just basically my my logic there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much what I did. And so whoever bought these contracts from me can then go ahead and resell the contracts for a profit, and that's that, right? So then there's multiple people here making money. I don't think I would ever try to I don't think I would ever try to buy and sell options, just because you have to look at the volume and everything. I would rather do covered calls, just because it's less risky, and I'm barely learning it as I go. I would have rather done this on Robinhood, but I'm restricted right now, so I'm closing positions only. I can't trade or anything like that. If I could, I could sell, a couple calls for, for like $10. I could sell like 9 and get $90 on PSEC, but I can't. So that's just frustrating, I guess. But anyway, so that's a portfolio update for today. Right now at kind of midday, 3 hours before close. This is Central Time, and yeah. So this is why I don't like. One of the reasons why I don't like TD Ameritrade. But whatever. So that's my portfolio. I have a couple deposits that haven't cleared yet or whatever. but that's besides the point. And then I think I'm down on my M1 Finance, obviously, because the market is down. And then I did buy $1,000 more of Bitcoin. I got my tax refund today. I filed the day that you could. Me and my girlfriend did our own taxes again this year. And so I went ahead and I bought another $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I already lost like $20 on this, but I don't really care. I'm just, this is like a 10-year hold or whatever. Hopefully it will 10x, right? So now I have like $3,000 worth of Bitcoin because I have 2 on BlockFi. So in 10 years, it would 10x basically, right? If Bitcoin hits like $500,000 a coin, this would net me like 30K, right? Simple math times 10, right? 30K. But yeah, that's pretty much my update. And I just do want to focus on, I do want to comment on this because it is very strange. So I have been up today on the day and on the month. I'm up like $400, but it's all because of PSEC, and everything else has been down for me this month. Now, when everything else picks up, like Plug, Apple, Sony, Tesla, it's not like, oh my God, I'm going to make even more money, because I think PSEC is going to do the opposite of what the market is kind of doing. I think people are putting their money into stocks like PSEC because it's a safe bet, right? When the market is down, you want to buy safer bets. And then when the market is booming and growing and, going higher, you leave the safer bets, right? You reduce your position in that. So people will reduce their position in PSEC and buy the Teslas, the Sonys, the Microsofts, the whatever. So I think that it's doing the opposite, right? So I'm not necessarily going to see a gain here. I'm just going to see a switching around of, gains and losses. I think that right now PSEC's at 790. When the market goes up again, I think PSEC's going to pull back a little bit because people are going to leave the safe, right? They're going to leave what's safe and then go to what can net them more money. So I'm not necessarily I think my portfolio will look around the same. Just the money is going to shift that way. And what else I want to talk about? Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. And if I can trade, so when these expire, this one expires in August, and this call option expires in October, so I'm gonna have to hold these shares until then, right? Or until someone exercises, or until the contract expires. But I really don't mind, just because looking at the history of those stocks, right? If you look at NAK, it'll probably trade sideways, right? Or maybe it will hit $1. We don't know. It might, right? Kind of looks like it's doing an upwards trend here. So it could. I could very well lose everything, but I mean, yeah, it could, I guess. And then TRX could very well hit $1 again. It's already gone past $1 a couple times. So, I might have to, someone will exercise, their option on the contracts, and then I'll net another profit, like I said before, so it doesn't even matter. But if not, if I can hold it until that long and then it expires, I think for NAK, there's contracts going until like 2023. So I can just keep selling call options, right? Covered call options on that. This one's for August, right? So let's say it doesn't hit $1, then I can sell one for January of next year and do another $500, right? So, I mean, dude, it's just, I don't know, this options thing is just fucking great. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted.